to kick off.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Taron Johnson brought
the success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Complete.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
On the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production. But I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Jets.
Ready. F25.
Fournette, a first down carry. He's to the 10, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive of your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. First down, and it's Pollard again.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Here's Pollard. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. Go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That pass was into the end zone, but it was tipped up in the air, and that leads to a few anxious moments. Who's going to come up with it? Defenders want that ball knocked to the ground at the worst, hopefully intercepted. In this case, you've given the chance for the offense to come by and pick it up, but instead, it ends up on the ground.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Bills have taken the early lead.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And the Jets' 1st down.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Adam Thielen. 65 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That ties
extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line.
Buffalo Bills.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
44-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's able to find Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Allen finding Brown for a Bills 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
For the Bills field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 2nd down, it's White. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
New York.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, New
But
York.
one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
7-yard line.
A reminder,
Let us go, JDS.
We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 5 yards to go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Ryan. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Rosas' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's Smith to return it, and he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Allen.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
Throwing again. Allen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Flushed out right. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Thrown away and incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away.
48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Takes it at the 7.
Now a hit and a loose football. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Now Pollard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They run with a rookie from Utah. This is Zach Moss.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Check 26, check 26.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Ryan to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give here to Pollard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
6-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Tuesday. Hey, 59, ready?
Now Ryan down around the goal line. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 19 yards there on the catch and run. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Hey, 59, ready? Check 15.
1st down, here's White. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking deep for Adams. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
TF are you doing, Jadius?
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Complete to
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Look at the big man rumble. 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Bills 27, Jets 10. Set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On 1st down, Ryan. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Gain of 12.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 49, 49.
From the gun, Ryan. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They go play action now. Ryan. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as...
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
95 is the seam. Here we go. 95 is Mike. Watch 95.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
10 at the 45-yard line.
95 is Mike. Watch 95. Come on. Kill.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
Matt Bosch Bosher set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
New York.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
And 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead is now an even 30.
It's good. Makes the score Bills 40, Jets 10. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
To throw again. Ryan. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Today you are. Not today. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
On play action, Allen, he's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. But Mike 51,
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 50.
So the shotgun snap to Allen, eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On third down, Pollard. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week.